this one down. Some of you older gentlemen watching this video are probably like, man, you're such a sissy for using gloves and tools to remove these things. When I was your age, I used to pick these things up with my nails. What's up, everybody? Andre here with ZbWKwL Trades. Today's already going better than yesterday. Yesterday in the morning, my whole schedule got thrown off because I was supposed to pick up this dumpster from a rental, but the customer blocked it with his car. Today sure feels like a Monday. Got the dump trailer blocked in, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it today because the customer's not picking up, but I already put the tarp on it. So I guess I'll just have to wait and see. And he wasn't picking up. He wasn't home, unfortunately, and it wasn't my job, so I didn't really have the customer's number either way. I was talking with the contractor because it was on the job site, but I got it back today. Just kind of sucks because it threw off my day. I was supposed to do 2 jobs after. Small pickups, which is okay. The customers were fine waiting. It just sucked because it threw my day off. And then I just kind of was like, whatever. Ended up doing some other random stuff until later on the day. And then I got another call for a stump grinding job, and I did that one. I had one scheduled that was like $250. I didn't really record yesterday. Wasn't really in the mood after my day got thrown off, but I got 2 stump grinding jobs I did yesterday. Didn't really record them, but one was $250, another one was $350. And it's a funny story, man, because the guy I did for the $350, he watched me on YouTube and he didn't even know it was me. And I was at his house working, and he started talking to me, you know, chill guy. He's Romanian, which was funny, you know, so we kind of started bonding and connecting because we speak the same language. And he was like, yeah, man, I was watching this guy on YouTube and he kind of looks like you actually. And he was like, it's not all rainbows and sunshine. And I'm like, I remember saying that. And I was like, what video were you watching? So he's like, I don't know, let me show you. And he showed me. He's like, this. I'm like, bro, that's me. He was like, what the heck? So that was a funny story. And then the other stump grinding guy, he watches me on YouTube too. He's a landscaper in our area, and he has like a neighborhood he services, and he has like 2 stumps he wanted grinded. Sketchy ones, man. They were sketchy. Gas lines, electrical, cable, all going like right next to it. Tiny stump, but I just hit the surface because I did not want to hit anything. Got the gas line running really close. That's pretty much as good as it's gonna get without risking hitting something. But he's gonna put some dirt and sod it. I mean, it was tiny stumps, just a bunch of roots, which sucked. So I ended up kind of just hitting the bigger side and then cutting the small pieces with my Sawzall. Both of these guys were super chill. The landscaper guy said he's gonna send me more work. So if you're watching this, Dylan, bro, I appreciate you. Looking forward to it. But the Romanian guy said he wants to potentially get all this cleaned up, but it's gonna be a lot of money. Cause I told him like, hey, it's gonna probably be like 400, 500 bucks a load for the stuff. And he said, I got a dump trailer too, so we can do 2 at once. So, but what I just told him, like, hey man, this is gonna be a lot of loads. If you're willing to work with me the whole day, which he was, because he was trying to save money, and I get it, man. Money, not everybody's rich, not everybody could afford to pay for everything. So he said, like, I have a dump trailer, I want to use it too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run boat equipment, and I just told him just pay me for a daily rate, and we'll go from there. And he was cool with that because he's actually going to save a lot of money compared to paying someone to get all of this done, which I get, you know. If you're in this type of field, because he does construction and you hustle, you want to work and save some money, you know. And I would do the same thing if it was this type of stuff. So yeah, we're going to work together. I might record that video, but it's going to be probably in like 2 weeks or so. I'm pulling into the landfill right now. Sucked yesterday though because I drove 40 minutes to get to this job and I couldn't pick up the dumpster, but it's right by the landfill at least on my way back. So that's cool at least. But this morning has been pretty chill so far. I got free breakfast, which was awesome. This lady from B&I bought me breakfast, so that was cool. She just had a one-to-one, learn more about each other's businesses and stuff. So I'm gonna talk a little bit while I'm lifting this dumpster, man. This contractor that rents it, he rents them pretty often, so he gets a little better deal. I charge him only $300 per load. If it's over 2 tons, I charge him a dump fee, but it's nice. Like, this is a light load, man, and definitely underweight, so he's not getting charged anything extra. It's nice that it's underweight because I'm making a little more money because I'm not paying close to 2 tons. This is around 1 ton, a little bit less actually. And if it goes over 2 tons, then he has to pay extra. So it's kind of a nice balance when it's under 2 tons. It's got some drywall and stuff, but and like countertops, but it's not heavy. I went over scale. I saw the numbers. Very light load. Got cardboard. Yeah, it rained on it, so it's pretty soaked, honestly, but light load overall, not too bad at all. So I'm about to go over scales right now, but we got 2 jobs on the schedule for today. They're both small. One is for a contractor. I didn't see the job, but he's pretty good about paying. I mean, I give him fair prices, so he's always happy. And another one is a new customer, barely anything, but she insisted on a phone estimate, so I did give her one over the phone. It's like 150 bucks, but we'll see how it goes once I see it in person, obviously. Dang, man, thank goodness I had cash, because I went to pay and they're like, oh, we're not taking card today. I'm like, what do you mean you're not taking card? And she was like, yeah, we're not taking card today. I was like, so what if I didn't have cash on me? She's like, well, we'd ask you. Nobody asked me. So man, thank goodness I had cash on me. So I stopped at a gas station to get some fuel. I gotta use the restroom. I'm probably gonna get myself a Red Bull. My wife said get a small size though, don't get those ginormous NOS cans. But another shout out to my boy Reese Holland over here for giving me this. Dude's awesome. If you guys have old trucks like me, get something like this. Give the truck a little more life, lube it up a little bit. While the truck's filling up right now, I want to talk about this. A lot of people keep saying cash is not king anymore, cash is going away. But in my opinion, cash is here to stay. I'm curious what you guys think, because I personally prefer to be paid in cash. It's just the easiest way. You know, you got the money and all of that. You know, you're not relying on a system to not go through, not fail, because sometimes, you know, you get paid via Zelle and stuff, and sometimes it takes a day or 2 or 3. Typically, it does come right away, but it just depends on whoever sends the money, you know. Sometimes accounts take longer to transfer. So I personally prefer cash the best, and I think cash is still king. But I don't know, a lot of people say it's going away, but how are we gonna pay for stuff if the systems break down? There's no cash. Is everything gonna be free? You know, it just makes no sense. So I got myself a NOS from the gas station to help boost my energy. I only had 5 hours of sleep last night, so yeah, I need a little bit of energy. I had coffee this morning, but I don't know, I just didn't want to drink water. I needed some like juice, you know, energy drink or something. But I got another call from some random guy that saw me. I don't know how I get a lot of calls from this garbage company. I got connected with them, man. Super awesome people, guys. Build relationships. I took care of them, and she's sending me leads, and they're free. So it's awesome. Yes, he was like, hey, I was just on the phone with the garbage company, and they gave me your number. I got 2 calls from them this morning. Like, I got to get that lady some more donuts and coffee. But I got another call from the contractor as well that had my dumpster right now, and I was going to do another small pickup from one of his other job sites, and he said, hey, I'm in a pinch right now. If you want to make some extra money, I need about 800 square foot of peel and stick vinyl removed. So I'm gonna go price it out right now for him. It's like a commercial building. It's right next to the pickup I'm gonna do right now, so that's nice. Super cool, guys. Build those relationships, man. The more relationships you build with people, that's the more calls you're gonna get. Like, honestly, I can't believe that I'm getting all these calls. Like, it is just such a good feeling, because it sucks when that phone's not ringing and you're just thinking like, man, when am I gonna get the next call, because I gotta make some cash, you know. So the more you do something, the more you stay committed, the more work you put into it, that's the better results you're gonna get out. And I truly believe that. And I mean, if you put in the work, there's no way you're not gonna get work. You will find stuff. Might not be the best type of work, but you will find some work to actually at least get by. So put in that groundwork, guys. Build relationships and get that money. So we just got done with our first junk removal job for today. It was 150, super easy in and out. But while I was here, I told her that, hey, I also do stump grinding, tree work, so let me know if you need any of this type of stuff done. And she was like, oh, I had a couple trees cut down. I got some stumps. Give me a price on them. 400 bucks, guys. I just sold another job. This is the nice thing. Talk to people, offer other services. Even if you don't have the equipment, connect with some people that have it and sub them out. Get some cash, you know. And you don't even have any liability when the other guys come do it. Obviously, you're not going to make that much money, but every little bit adds up. Let's say it's 25 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, depending on the job, whatever you agree on. But try to sell other services. The more you sell, the more money you're going to have in your pocket at the end of the year. So I just arrived to my next job. Let me show you guys what was included in the last one. You see this wood right here, this headboard, this, and then 2 sides. All this wood over here, that's from a different job. But these shingles, concrete bags right here. She ended up paying me $10 tip because they weren't included. And this plastic pool, tarp, and 2 rugs right here. Super easy job. Funny thing is I quoted it over phone because she wanted a price, and I told her 150 to 200, and she said, well, I got a company that's at 175, and she got a quote from them. She even sent it to me, and I was like, hey, let me come out, see if I can beat it. And honestly, if I would have been in person, I would have quoted this job at 150. I just like to say a little more over the phone because just in case, leave a little wiggle room. That way the customer's not upset if it's actually a little more. But let's go check out this job right now. Should be easy, the contractor said barely any stuff. Bro, come on, this is a joke. I love this guy, man. He sends me some easy pickup sometimes when he doesn't need a dumpster. And when he rents a dumpster, he doesn't abuse my rules. He only had it filled all the way one time. Usually always under, but this is a joke. Let's go check out the other side. And then this is the other side. Quite a bit of stuff over here. Not too bad though. Still very easy. Gotta ask him about the window. I think that stays. By the looks of it, super easy job. I'm gonna get my wheelbarrow out right now and knock this out real quick. Not even gonna check with a customer because this guy uses me so much and we trust each other. I mean, I give him good prices, he gives me good work, and it just works out. Never complains, man. I'm telling you guys, if you guys are in this business, get yourself a 2-wheel wheelbarrow. I just put all of this stuff on the wheelbarrow, making one trip. And the weight's on the wheelbarrow, not my body, guys. Work smart, not hard. 20-30 minutes later, we're all done. A lot of wood on this one. I gotta cut these pieces real quick so I can close my doors because they're like probably 15-16 feet long. And yeah, I can't close my doors unless I cut them. Always carry a sawzall, guys. Check this out. Done. Could have been cleaner cuts, but it's a pretty big sawzall for one hand. And that's my weak hand. On to the next one. Quick little update on how today is going so far. It's going pretty good, honestly. We sold 2 more jobs. Not gonna do them today most likely, but one is gonna be a brush hogging and one is gonna be a commercial flooring removal. So I'll make a separate video on those most likely. But I wanted to talk about this real quick, man. There is so much new competition in my area. Like every week, I'm not even kidding. This week, there is a new guy. I'm not gonna blast his company name, but he literally blasted 20 yard signs in my county, and my county is not big by any means, so that is a ton. So I'm like, all right, that's fine, you know, it is what it is. I get it, everyone's trying to hustle, everyone's got bills to pay. But then I'm driving by an intersection where I have one of mine, because I only have a few in this county. I have them like spread out through multiple counties, like, because if you put 20 in like a certain area, that's just asking for trouble. You're gonna piss off everyone in that county, and you're most likely not gonna get calls. You want to have very few, but you want to place them strategically. And I called this guy up because he put his sign directly on top of mine, and it's blocking mine. Mine's been there for a month, bro. Don't put it on top of another company's, because that's not cool. So I call him up, and I'm like, yo, is this the owner? Blah, blah, blah. I get to talk to him. He's like, yeah, this is me, blah, 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 company name and stuff like that. I'm like, are you new to the area or what's up, man? And he's like, yeah, I just got started up with the company and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, don't put your yard signs on top of mine. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that there was one on top of yours. And what company are you with? And I told him my company name, and he recognized me, of course. I got a lot of Google reviews in this area, so I'm pretty well known because I've been doing it for almost 2 years. So a lot of junk haulers know me in this area, but whoever I connect with, I'm cool with. I'm not trying to beef with anyone, and I don't want, you know, anyone to beef with me. So I'm being as respectful as possible. I'm not even placing them. If there's this other companies in my area that place them on multiple spots, I'm not gonna place them on top of theirs or even next to theirs. If it's a small company, that's their intersection. They can keep it. First come, first serve, in my opinion. So he said that he wasn't the one that placed them out, which I don't know how true that is, but he said someone else did, and he was willing to go remove it just to tell him the location. But don't remove people's signs, guys, because you're just gonna cause a bunch of beef. And because I could easily just go and remove 20 of this guy's yard signs, but I'm not the type of guy that's gonna remove them. And I told him to not touch anybody's yard signs because that's how beef starts. And he was like, oh yeah, I know, I used to work for College Hunks and they used to pay us to do that crap. I'm like, bro, exactly, don't do it. And from what it looks like, this guy's company is pretty legit. Really, I like his name, man. It's a solid name, catchy and stuff. And he definitely invested some bread into his company, because I saw his truck. I didn't see it personally on the road yet, but apparently he saw me on the road multiple times. So maybe it's a new wrap or something, but a subscriber sent me a couple pictures of his signs everywhere, because he's in the area too. And his box truck, I saw the wrap, man. That stuff's not cheap. So if you want to grow a legit company, build relationships with people in your area. Don't try to fight and take work from each other, because you're not gonna last. I mean, if you try to put another company out of business and that company's got a reputation in the area and works with a bunch of other companies, guess what? They're not gonna want to network with you. You want to network because there's enough work for everybody. Yes, you might not make what you want to make, because obviously the more competition, the less work for everybody, and that's how people start going out of business. When people don't have enough work to pay their bills, they got to close down, because you can't afford to keep a company open. But that's part of it, guys. Companies come and go only if you last. And I'm blessed to be able to last this long. I don't know how long I'm going to last, because the more competition, obviously, the less chances you're going to get that phone to ring. You need a reputation. That's what I'm trying to build, a reputation for the area, build relationships with a bunch of other companies, because the more you network with people, the more chance you'll have of surviving. A few minutes later, half the room is gone, pretty much all in the wheelbarrow. Man, this thing is a beast. I love it. Best employee on these type of jobs, honestly. Like, that is quite a bit of weight. That's why I like the two-wheeled ones, because they're very stable. Nothing's gonna flip over and fall. Bro, you gotta love these type of demos. Only sucky thing about this stuff is that it's super heavy, man. Like heavier than shingles. So the dump fee on this boy, yeah, that's not gonna be fun. I invested 40 bucks into this scraper today. Check out how this beast works. Man, that's nice. I wish the front side came out this easy. tiny one. It works, but it's nice to stand and not always be on your knees working. They glued this one down. For those wondering how heavy this is, probably a couple 100 pounds. I don't have a scale, but man, it's heavy. I think I need to pump up these tires to like 80 psi like on my dump trailer. Some of you older gentlemen watching this video are probably like, man, you're such a sissy for using gloves and tools to remove these things. When I was your age, I used to pick these things up with my nails. Yeah, good on ya. I'm working smarter. Everyone can do it with their nails, but for how long? You know what I mean? I don't want to complain that I don't have nails when I'm older. I got all the tools loaded up. I need to put the tarp on the dump trailer, but I'm going to post some pictures up on the screen right now so you guys can see what I did. Pretty much cleaned everything up, swept it. The job total took about 3.5 hours, a little bit less, and I did this by myself. According to the contractor, this was around 800 square feet of flooring. I didn't measure it, but I used to do flooring back in the day. I still do, but not really for a living. I'm mostly junk hauling and doing all this sort of skid steer work and stuff and demo stuff, but not really installing floors anymore. It's been a long day for me though. I started around 7 o'clock this morning, not working, but I took off for work. And yeah, it's close to 9 p.m. right now, so your boy's not even home. Long day, man, but that's what you got to do, guys. You got to work, because if you have an opportunity and you're not taking advantage of it, you're gonna fall behind. Can't complain that there's no work when you're not out there hustling. So if you guys enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.